Hi, I'm Becky Johnson with Sweetheart Quilt Design Company, and I just had a fun little thing I wanted to demo for you today. So I have this panel, and it's got with these adorable little farm animals, and it's got these squares at the top and the bottom. So I thought it'd be fun to make them wonky, to put them at an angle. So, and I'll show you here on this particular quilt, you can see what I did with those blocks where they go, at an angle, and it's just a fun thing. This particular quilt is for sale on my Etsy shop if you're interested. Okay, so things you need to know about cutting out these blocks. Oftentimes they're not printed so that they're measure equally. Now these happen to be, which is really nice, but so I can leave the black line in there because it's square. So what I'm going to do is just take my ruler and cut a 1/4 inch past, just lay my 1/4 inch line on that black line, and then I can go ahead and cut these a 1/4 inch past. And I'm off my mat. I'm just going to free cut this because that's going to get cut off anyway. So I'll just turn it around. Now, if the block is not laying square, so sometimes it'll be laying at a little bit of an angle, you want to go ahead and still cut it out at that 1/4 inch past what you want for the edge. And in a minute here, I'm going to show you how to fix that problem. All right, now we can so I don't know how well you can see it, but this one's at an angle. So when I'm lined up on the side here, it's not quite straight there. So let me cut it loose. All right, and 2 will work for this. I've got that one there. Okay, so when it's wonky like that, what you want to do is figure out which way it's short. So it's just a little bit short this way. So what I'm going to do is just pull it. And that lets those, it's woven with the lines going this way, threads going this way and this way, but they get a little wonky. So by just stretching it, pulling it a little bit, I can get those so they're back in square. So I'm just going to check this, and it's approximate. Yeah. So now it's laying straight. So that's what you want. Okay, then what we're going to do is I measured this, and this is 7 inches. So to figure out how big to make these pieces going around the edge, what we're going to do is just take that 7 inches and divide by 4. So we're going to take 1/4 of it, which is 1 3/4. And then we're going to add about 2 inches to that. And then on the other, for the length, we're going to take our 7 inches and add the 1 3/4 and then a couple of inches. And it's okay if it comes out big because we're going to square them when we get done. All right, so I have this piece, and I know what I needed to get width, so I'm just going to trim off the fold, and then I'm cutting these at 10 1/2. So I'll just take my ruler and I already checked it before the video and made sure I had enough length to do this. Just barely. Now, then we need to cut these diagonally. So what I found works best is, oh, I need to explain something to you. So you see these two that I've already made, and one of them tilts this way and the other one tilts this way, which I like that look. But if you want, if you want them to do that, then you just leave them folded or together like this with wrong sides together. If you want them all to go the same direction, which you could get a cool looking candy cane look or something like that, then you need to flip this over so that they're all right side up. All right, so then what we're gonna do is lay this, and I've got the corner at a 1/2 inch, and then I'm gonna take another ruler, oops, fabrics are slipping here. Okay, another ruler, and lay that at the 1/2 inch, okay? And then I can go ahead and cut this like this. So what you'll notice when I was talking about the directions is that you see the top ones both go this way and the bottom ones both go this way. So that's how you get the different way that it twists. Okay, I've got some already cut here. So let me lay this out for you so you can get a look at what it's gonna do. And I've already separated these. So we're going to stitch these around like this. They look really oversized right now, but once we get the seams sewn in there, they won't seem so oversized. Okay, this. Okay, so we're going to start sewing it. Keep my iron warm. We're going to start with this one, and we're going to sew to a little past halfway, because if we won't sew it all the way, we won't be able to get this other piece on. So I'm just going to sew that one a little past halfway. Okay, I'm going to stop there. It's just as easy to do two at the same time. So we'll grab this one. All right. Now with this, you can go ahead and iron it, but just stay back from there. Or a lot of times what I do is I just take my thumbnail and press it down. All right. We're gonna put this right angle in with the corner of the block. And then we're just going to take this all the way down to the end. We keep this end even when we sew and let the other end just fall where it falls. All right, so I'm just going to press this back, grab another one. Sew that on. So again, this end matches and the other end doesn't. That's okay. It'll work out in the end. guess you can tell I get a kick out of doing wonky stuff like this. Well, let's just play and have a little fun. All right, then what we have to do is go back and finish the first seam. So we're just gonna lay this down, and you can see it's real easy. We'll just overlap our stitches by about 3. Same thing here, we'll just overlap our stitches so it stays together. Okay, great. Now what we're going to do is press this. So it's just a little bit tricky to press because we're pressing everything out, so we have to get into the center. So you might want to lay one of these back a little more. Okay, we'll get this other one. All right, now what I'm going to do, I've got my 9.5-inch square ruler here. So I'm going to lay it so it's centered. You know, this is about 1 inch at each of these spots, so I'm good. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim. Now, when you're doing this, all of the outside edges are bias, so that means that they stretch. So you just want to be careful when you sew it into the next thing that you're not stretching these. But anyway, there you go. You're having a nice little wonky, and as soon as I trim this one, I'll have my nice little wonky pieces. I think I'm going to put them 3 down the side, 1 in the corner, and 2 across the bottom, and some borders, and have a cute little kids quilt. So have fun with that. Thanks a bunch. See you next time.